How's it going, everybody? You guys probably weren't expecting this video to come out today, but I decided to give you guys at least something because I felt as if this is kind of needed in a way. So hi, I'm your coach of the Sub-Zero Cyndaquils in the Little League Revived. This is our week 4 match, I guess, to explain some things in my personal life that happened, so I didn't get to do a live recording, and with that came just, I guess, I don't know how to really phrase it. This is more post-comm again, so I hope you guys enjoy this. If you don't, I'm sorry. Just personal things came up in my life. If you know anything about what has happened, you don't have to say it in the comments, of course. But it is definitely displayed on my Twitter. But yeah, let me just go ahead and get started. And just to phrase it like this, we had our match against Rising and the Cinnabar Charizards. They're also 1 and 2. They have a really powerful team. Let me go ahead and go over to this tab here. So from a very basic standpoint, as you guys can see, I have my team on the left. I have the team I'm predicting him to use on the right, of course. So for the most part, I got some of it right, but we'll dive into that in a minute. But obviously Rising has the Gengar, the Charizard, the Marshana, the Garchomp, the Raikou, the Slurpuff, the Superior, the Crawdaunt, the Heracross, and the Voltorb. It's 3 Z users, Heracross, Raikou, and Gengar. Not a bad team at all, very tough team. Obviously, I have my team on the left-hand side, like I said. Mamoswine, Zygarde 10%, Scizor Mega, Tornadus, Hitmontop, and Raichu. And this was a very iffy game, I guess, but let me just go over the team really quickly. We have Scarf, Mamoswine, Rock Slide, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Iron Head, 252 in attack with 252 in speed and the 4 special defense. Just, regular 252s all around. Definitely a really good Pokemon in this matchup. Zygarde 10% Choice Band, same 252 set, this time Jolly. 1000 Arrows, Rock Slide, Extreme Speed, Outrage. Good one here as well. We have Mega Scizor, same 252 again, I'm sorry about this. Adamant. Bullet Punch, Agility, Bug Bite, Knockoff. And then we finally have something a little bit different, I guess. Tornadus, Fly DMZ, has Hurricane Grass Knot, Sludge Taunt. We have Hitmontop, 248 HP, 252 attack, and 8 in special defense Assault Vest. Bullet Punch, Rock Slide, Rapid Smooth Close Combat. And Raichu, Focus Sash, 4 in attack, 252 special attack, 4, and then 252 in speed. Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Ice Volt Switch, Nuzzle. This very much is like, this Mamoswine handles a lot of Pokemon on this team, and Scarf really beats this team one-on-one. Zygarde 10% with the Choice Band and 1000 Arrows, and even having Outrage can do a lot of damage as well. Scizor obviously tears through this team if it can get an agility up and faster than a lot of Pokemon. Obviously it doesn't want certain Pokemon in, like Charizard if I don't have an agility up. Even then, Bullet Punch isn't killing, but it is also good to get good damage with Knockoff. The Tornadus is more or less here to nuke the Slurpuff and also hits the Superior. Can also hit a lot of this team gets hurt by this, of course. I was debating on bringing Dark UMZ, but I decided just to bring just regular Taunt. I was mostly scared of a Voltorb coming. It might be a meme, I guess, as an LCMon, but Focus Sash, Screens is definitely something that could come, but it is a base 100 speed mon, so we do outspeed it, we can taunt it, and also we can try and kill it. So there's that too. Hitmontop doesn't handle a lot in this matchup, of course. It more or less gets rid of the webs or rocks in this matchup, and also is just a good fighting type. Bullet Punch, I think, does 25 to 30% to a Slurpuff, depending on the set, and that's good too. Rock Slide can handle something like Charizard if it doesn't kill us in 1 hit. Obviously it shouldn't because we have the Assault Vest. And then Close Combat overall is a good move for something like Crawdaunt. And then Raichu basically takes 1 Slurpuff attack, nuzzles it so it goes back down to its regular speed, and then we'll be fine afterwards. And that's really it for our team. I predicted the team on the right because a lot of Rising's team is really good against me. Slurpuff can obviously sweep if I'm not ready. Has Sticky Web usage. Mega Charizard Y with its drought ability, and just overall it could do something crazy. And with the sun up and fire attacks can very much leave my team dead for the most part. Superior, everyone knows what Superior does with Contrary, Leaf Storm, and everything else, and having coverage moves. I guess it would have like Dragon Pulse, Hidden Power Fire, Leaf Storm, maybe even Glare, depending on what it wants to run, of course. Raikou could be a Calm Mind variant, could also be a very dangerous mod as well. It doesn't do too much to my team since I have mods that can obviously counter it, but it is a dangerous mod to say the least. A Scarf Garchomp is always a scary prospect in this matchup, and I was fearing that this whole entire time, and I definitely think that it could be a possibility. And Crawdaunt, with adaptability and having two great types in Water and Dark, can also do a lot to my team as well. But let's dive into what Rising actually brought, which is on this screen. So you guys can see I was pretty close to predicting his team, and only thing I got wrong was Crawdaunt for Gengar, so I'll just replace it for you guys now, so you guys don't have to see all of that. And it's over here. So yeah, from a very basic standpoint, it felt as if I had everything planned, but I didn't know what to lead off with. So naturally I didn't see Voltorb, so I didn't feel as if Tornadus was the best lead here in my opinion. But as you'll see, I still lead off with Tornadus. So Tornadus comes out first, he goes Garchomp, of course. I just turned it down to normal. And he goes Garchomp first, which is a weird one, but I was going to taunt at first, but I say, you know what? He either switches out or he doesn't at that point. So there's that. So I decided, alright, fuck it. Let's get it started. So I decided to just go over the Flying DMZ automatically. It had a chance to kill a regular Garchomp, but obviously it didn't kill here. Does 94%. He goes for the Swords Dance. This is a very weird turn for me because I thought he was going to switch out. From a personal standpoint, he could have switched out. He could have done anything else, but Swords Dancing for the Pokemon that's obviously going to be faster than you, unless you're Scarf, doesn't seem like a good idea in my opinion, but no harm, no foul. I didn't think too much about it while I was in the moment, so I was like, alright, let's see how far this can go. He's threw out the Charizard. I go for Grass Knot, excuse me, just for a kill on Garchomp. He goes into Charizard, of course, and this is a weird, I guess, decision on his part. I wasn't expecting Charizard to come in here. I don't know why he sent in Charizard here. Like, honestly, I guess he's expecting me to Icy Wind or do something like that. I don't know, but as you move along, he Megas, and he goes for, well, first I Sludge Wave, don't get the poison. He goes for D-Dance here, and this was the part where I thought maybe I fucked up. Because a D-Dance Charizard is a weird Charizard to me, right? But I usually expected a Charizard X. Seeing a Mega Charizard Y is a really weird thing. I haven't seen it in a while. I really haven't seen it in a while, since the beginning of Gen 6, I think. And definitely was something to see when I saw this happen. So moving on though, in my mind here, I'm like, well, I have to switch out. Even with Sludge Wave not doing a lot of damage, he could still lay out a Thunder Punch on me, and that'd be very terrible. Like, I was thinking Thunder Punch, but I didn't know if he would actually do it or not. So switch on to Hitmontop, and he does indeed go for the Thunder Punch here, which I said it during the match. I wish I had recorded it too. I was like, man, that'd be really weird. So I get his attack down. Obviously Hitmontop comes in here, and he goes for another D-Dance, and I just go for Rock Slide because I'm like, well, he's not switching out anytime soon. He feels as if his Charizard is in no danger. So that establishes the first kill, and that really tells me how this match is going to go. He goes into Slurpuff immediately. Now, at this point, I was going to switch out, but I said to myself, what would be the benefit of you switching out here? You know, you want to make sure that Slurpuff can't do it. Like, I could have switched out easily into Scizor and then killed his Slurpuff outright, and we would have been done with this. There would have been nothing about the Slurpuff ever told. But the funny part about this is how this ends. So I go for Bullet Punch, does 32%. He goes for Belly Drum still. He gets, you know, the Belly Drum off, of course. And then I Bullet Punch again. On this next turn, he goes for Webs here. And then I Bullet Punch a third time, getting the kill on Slurpuff. Why did he leave it in there to die? I have no idea personally, but I let it go. I was like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, there's some plan here that I missed. So obviously he gets up Sticky Webs. I kill the Slurpuff. He goes into Raikou. I thought he'd go into Gengar personally, because my Hitmontop has nothing for Gengar, and I can't Rapid Spin on Gengar. So there was that too. So he goes for Calm Mind here. I still haven't switched out. I go for a Rapid Spin to get rid of the webs. He goes for another Calm Mind. I go for Close Combat here because I'm like, I need this dead. I do 79%, and then I go for Bullet Punch next turn. I don't kill it. It does kill me with Thunderbolt though, and that's okay because obviously I wasn't expecting Hitmontop to last this whole entire battle. I wasn't even expecting to live anything like that. I thought he was just going to Extrasensory there for damage or do something else, but he went for Thunderbolt, which is still fine. So there was that. So I go into Mamoswine, and as we all know, the Mamoswine terrain is here, and I just go for Ice Cold Crash. I think like three times in a row, and it crits Gengar here as well. Just a pause here. I don't think it mattered if it was a crit or not. I don't think anyone's really defensive Gengar to live specifically in Ice Cold Crash. I'm not sure if it really did, but I'm gonna guess it didn't. You know, because I was an Adamant rather than a Jolly Mamoswine. Just want to throw that out there for you guys. So there was that. So I missed the first Ice Cold Crash against Superior. He gets the sub up, which to me, I thought he was just gonna go for Leaf Storm, because why would you do sub, right? If you know your Superior could die here, you know what I mean? But more on that at 11. So he has leftovers. So I go for Ice Cold Crash again. I break the sub. He goes for Leaf Storm here, killing my Mamoswine. Scissor comes in after this to clean up. I just go for Bullet Punch. He goes for Glare. I should have went for Bug Bite in perspective, but I didn't. I go Bullet Punch again, obviously. I'm still paralyzed, mind you, so he doesn't get the full para, unfortunately, at any point, and this ends up just being 3 Bullet Punches in a row, killing Superior, and we win the battle. I didn't want to risk him using Hidden Power Fire. Obviously, I still had Zygarde in the back. I think Zygarde was max speed and plus, yeah, so we would have beaten this anyway, even if Scizor had died, but I kind of did that for differential, I guess. So there was that too. Shout out to Rising, you know, GG on his part, of course. Definitely was a tougher battle for me because I wasn't expecting it to go this way, of course, but it still went this way. So there is that. So we are 2-2 going to week 5, plus or minus 0. Of course, you know, 2 straight wins so far. And if last season was any indication, we did lose at first and then we started to win. So this could be that season again. But we do face Emperor Amp, I think his name is, and the Bluffleton Beehives, something of that name. He has like Pheromosa, he has like Toxapex, some other crazy Pokemon, but hopefully I'll do a team builder and the match live for you guys, of course, instead of doing post-com all the time. Well, not all the time, I'm going to do it twice, but hopefully you guys will like that video, of course. Hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry that it's coming out so late. I'm sorry if I sound unorganized or scatterbrained. There's a lot going on in my life right now. So thank you guys for just being patient overall, and thank you to anybody who has contacted me through Twitter or any social media. Thank you for that, of course. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys later.